And this is when of course we have to hear the story about how Nikoi came about. As you were saying, it's not, the idea was actually formed early on, but not as early as when you and a group of friends had a look at this island.
Yeah.
So tell us what happened.
We used to go to the area, to another island that with very simple rustic huts on it, and I loved that experience of just getting off out of the city of Singapore. Much as I like Singapore, it's a city, and getting out of the city, and getting your sand in your feet, and just really being able to relax. It was great. Simple food, but good. And it was a great experience. And so we started thinking about, I started thinking about how we could do this for ourselves. Mm-hmm. So we had our little bolt hole, and we started looking for other islands that were available. And we found Nikoi. It was a much bigger proposition than what we were anticipating taking on. I was just thinking, 4 mates and their families and
a barbecue and a beach.
Yeah, keeping it very simple. And so what started off as really something for ourselves, then we decided that maybe we need to run this as a business, because that was the way to make it sustainable in the long run, and we weren't having to pull money out of our pockets every time we visited. And so that sort of started us down the journey and thinking of maybe running it as a small hotel.
But you also found that people were interested and they wanted to be part of that too, right?
Yeah, I approached a few friends and they sort of jumped on board quite quickly. I was quite surprised. I thought it would be quite a bit harder. And I think they're probably
who doesn't want their own private island?
Well, I guess that was the big selling point.
Yes.
If we'd done the same thing on another on a bigger island somewhere, and we're only a small part of a bigger pie, then be less interest. But the private island bit makes it special. Yeah. And it is something unique about visiting a private island, because there aren't any neighbours. If you take the whole island to yourselves, then you've really got no one else there other than staff, and that's a great experience. So.
And can you tell us a little bit how Nikoi works in terms of, I've been there myself.